everyone, welcome back. In this video I'll be showing you how to play Sugar by Maroon 5 on the keyboard with your right hand. I'm first going to show you how verse 1 sounds, and then I will go through each individual line, and I will do that for every verse until we've learnt the whole song. And if you would like to listen to the song all the way through, then skip to the time on the screen and it will take you to the end of the video where I've combined all of the verses. But otherwise, here is verse 1 and I hope you enjoy the video. So verse 1 is quite easy, we're just playing two notes, and that is D sharp and C sharp. So for the first line we are playing, so we're playing D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, C sharp. So again that is. The second line is, which is D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, C sharp. So that was D sharp played 6 times there. So again, that is. The next line is, which is D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, C sharp. So again that is. And the final line of verse 1 is, which is D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp. So that was 6 times, and then C sharp, C sharp. So that is it for verse 1. Let's play it again. The next part to learn is the pre-chorus, and this is how it sounds. For the first line of the pre-chorus, we're going to play, which is A sharp played 5 times, and then 4 Fs. So again that is, and you play that twice. And the third line is, which is A sharp played 5 times, D sharp, C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, A sharp, A sharp. So again that is. The next line is the same as the first line, so it's 5 A sharps and then 4 Fs, and you play that twice. And the final line of the pre-chorus is, which is 5 A sharps, F, D sharp, C sharp, D sharp, C sharp. And again that final line is. And that is it for the pre-chorus. Let's play it again. Now we can move on to the chorus, and this is how it sounds. So for the chorus, we're moving higher up and we're going to play. So we're playing the higher C sharp, A sharp, C sharp, A sharp, then down to D sharp, D sharp, and then up to D sharp again, 3 times, C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, C sharp. So again, that is. The second line of the chorus is. Which is the lower C sharp, the higher C sharp, A sharp, then back down to C sharp, and then up to C sharp, A sharp, D sharp, D sharp, then the higher D sharp, 3 times, C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, C sharp. So again, that second line is. The next line of the chorus is. Which is A sharp, C sharp, E, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, E, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, C sharp. Again, that is. And the next line is. And the final line of the chorus is. Which is the same as the first line of the chorus. So we're going to the higher C sharp, A sharp, C sharp, A sharp, then the lower D sharp, and then up to the higher D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, C sharp. So again, that final line is. So that is it for the chorus. Let's play it again. After the chorus, you can move on to verse 2, which is the exact same notes as verse 1, it's just to different lyrics. So I won't go through every individual line, but I am going to play it for you now. Verse 2, the next part to play is the pre-chorus, which obviously we've already learnt, and then you can play the chorus, and then the final part that we're going to learn is the bridge, and this is how the bridge sounds. first line of the bridge is so we're playing G sharp 11 times and then A sharp. So again that is the second line is which is very similar, it's 13 G sharps and then A sharp. So again that is the next line is which is G sharp and then the higher G sharp, G sharp, G sharp, F, F, G sharp, G sharp, G sharp, G sharp, F, F. Again that is and the next line is which is G sharp played 4 times, F, 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 C sharp, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, C sharp. So again that is the next line is which is C sharp, C sharp, C sharp, A sharp, C sharp, A sharp, D sharp, C sharp, C sharp, C sharp, A sharp, C sharp, A sharp, D sharp. And the final line is which is A sharp, C sharp, A sharp, C sharp, A sharp, C sharp, A sharp, and then C sharp played 6 times. So again that final line is so that is the bridge. Let's play it again. So after the bridge you can just play the chorus twice more, and that's everything for this song. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you found it useful, please let me know by leaving a thumbs up or a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and I will see you in my next video.